good old Miramar. PUBG's second map is still my favorite, and it's partially because there are so many secrets hidden right in the open. You might know a few of these, but I bet even veterans will likely discover a few new tricks here. Now, there are a lot of mazes and sniper perches reachable from landing gliders, parachuting from EPs, or jumping bikes, but that's cheating. We're going to look at weird and wonderful ways to reach cool and unexpected positions without any additional support. Just your little hands and feetsies. Let's dive right in and start with one of my favorites, this epic mesa near El Pozo. Getting way up on top of this mesa isn't a new secret, as people have been gliding and landing up on here for years now. It's pretty epic when you end up fighting over this tower position, even from incoming aircraft.
Slider up to your 265.
Oh shit, I'm trying to get back up. I can't.
But the really wild thing is that you can actually manually climb up here. It's super difficult even if you know how to do it, but, well, you could hear my reaction here the first time I figured it out.
Oh, how did we
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Look at him up there.
Holy shit.
This is so cool!
And I immediately got my first snipe from up here.
Oh, oh!
Now, the trick to climbing up is this first approach from the southeast side. There's a small lip to get around, but it's not hard if you find a vault spot or just run around. As you reach up to the cleavage between the mesas, here is by far the hardest part. There's a tiny angled piece of geometry you have to jump across. Beware that it's easy to miss and slide down, but just try again. After landing on that, hug the wall, walk across the next vertex, and a straightforward climbing beyond that. But seriously, getting up on this mesa gives you 360 views with more height advantage than you could ever want. If you see the circle moving towards this area, really consider doing the climb up here and enjoying a wild snipe fest. So many snipes. Let's jump across now to Chuma. Chuma is an unassuming little town, but there are some sneaky tower perches that people really don't expect. To the east, we see this long ramp pipe that is an exposed but super easy climb. A quick vault then gives you a really unexpected sniping position, which is especially great for quiet weapons. Further west in Chuma, we have a shorter ramp pipe. But this gives more surrounding cover and really throws people for a loop if you get into combat. These Chuma locations can be a bit memey since you are fairly exposed, but honestly, it's so unexpected that people will often simply never look up.
You guys going all the way up there?
I'm just going down here. I'm not gonna be too cheeky.
I'm being cheeky.
I don't have it. What?
Oh, guy spotted. Southeast. Over here.
He's probably getting caught.
Yeah, we got the cover up front.
Just saw him. He's behind the same piece I am. Oh, lucky
Got
double. Nice. Nah, to get him. Ah, nice. Good on there. I don't know. They have no idea you're up there. I think they think it's me, dude. No joke.
Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah. I think that.
The most interesting sneaky secret in Pecado has to do with the Luchador Stadium. And do keep in mind that Pozo also has a clone of this building, so it applies there too. Now, everyone knows that you can land through the rooftop holes in the stadium. That's standard stuff. And honestly, not enough people get more creative with these roof holes. There's actually some fun ways you can use them.
You got him.
But the roof is the real trick here, and I never see anyone using it. You can climb onto the roof from outside, which is risky, but gives you a huge height and surprise advantage. But you can also climb up from inside in a far more safe manner. It's not always possible, as it needs vending machine spawns at the right locations. But if so, it's an easy climb up onto them, and then up top.
Green's moving. Green's in the build.
Got him.
You got green?
Once up there, you can completely befuddle enemies, many of which have no clue that this is possible. And quiet weapons are best for pulling these stunts.
GG's.
Azahar is a town with fairly low buildings, so you might not think that there's a lot of sneaky paths here, but there's 3 rooftops that are hidden, accessible, and really surprising for most players. If you look at this building here, there's 3 of them in Azahar, one in the west, south, and east. For the south one here, note these corner pillars that are climbable. You can get up this way. And then surprise your enemies like this. You can climb the east one like this. And surprise your enemies like this.
Sure.
You can climb the west one like this. And surprise your enemies like this. Over in the Minas Generalis area, we find a surprising number of cool secrets and tricks. Let's first look at the large mesa to the north. Of course, people have been landing here with gliders and EPs for a long time now. But it's also quite easy to climb up here. Approach it from the northeastern corner, and 2 vaults can get you up. This mesa gives amazing height and sniper views over the entire surrounding area. Whether you're controlling the rolling hills to the east, whether it's sniping south over the Minas Generalis refineries,
There's.
or you're sniping north all the way up to the crossroads.
Oh, got another one! 683 meters.
Holy shit.
Lots of people will even land up here, and you can ambush them by climbing up, and they'll have no clue that you can do that. The second mesa to the east is a bit lower, so you should only take this if your squad already controls the main west mesa, but it offers great coverage to the east, and you can climb right up here. From this mesa, even the far south concrete isn't safe. In Minas proper, we see a bunch of weird secrets. These towers can be pretty wild. You can do a risky long jump to land on the railings, and then make your way up high. You're a bit exposed on the stairs, but there's a ton of height advantage cover once you're further up. Players will never look up here, and you'll have surprising height advantage. You can see that I won chickens here when players were down a slope thinking they had full cover.
Oh, nice.
This western square building, which is also found in other areas of Miramar, has an internal vault up that can give you roof access. Here, these two guys approached and didn't even notice me on the roof until I silhouetted against the sky.
Right outside. Where? Oh yeah, I see him. It's over there.
The ghillie helped, of course, but I'm sure they didn't expect an enemy up there. From the same internal vault, you can also sneak around to a weird little sniper hole that looks east. Though there is collision on this window, so don't get your sniper barrel too close to it. From up top, you can also get onto the pipes for a really unexpected internal camp spot. Then we have this floating building. There's a few here in Minas, and it's found in many other areas too, like these two in Torre. First off, these long ramp beams are actually walkable, though it's a slow walk. It's obviously extremely exposed and a huge risk, but if you make it to the top, you now have a sniper perch with tons of sightlines.
Oh!
You can drop down to the roof from here if it gets too hot. This lower roof is also accessible on its own. Right at the entrance to the upper floor, there's a little lip above the door, which can be vaulted on. You have holes on the roof here, so you can drop down if you're hurt, and can shoot down at enemies. And back here in Minas, this particular floating building has an amazing area coverage, especially when using these tricks. I find the circle closes around this area fairly often, and being high on this building can let you dominate the endgame. Just next to these towers, you can even do the same slow walk to these little guys. Less useful overall, but still super fun to try. Next, we head to another mesa, this one at Impala. This sleepy town can get a surprising amount of late game action, and this huge mesa overlooks the entire place. Once you're up on the base of the mesas, you can climb up onto the lower one here, which gives amazing views across the vast expanse of the south. You really don't want to be approaching this way if there's a sniper up here. The other mesa is the one that really steals the show. To climb the north mesa, first head up here. This mesa gives higher angles over the town and east hills, while also overlooking the south mesa. But the real trick is not just getting up here, but climbing further higher to the top mesa. You can do that here. I've tried a bunch of other paths and can't find any other way up. Once up here, you have 360 views covering the entire region. It's a blast to snipe from up here, and you have no care in the world. But beware, they might have to fight for this one.
Hey, get me over, get me over. Okay, I'm dead already? What?
So let's wrap up this video here. Frankly, there's still a wild number of hidden elements and sneaky spots I could cover. We haven't even looked at Los Leones at all, which could be an entire video on its own. Let me know in the comments what you think, and if I should dig even more into Miramar secrets. Thanks for watching. GG.